Hello, Internet. My name is Matt Haas. Look, I got a new little overlay. Yay. You're watching All Things YouTube on the brand new show, on the brand new channel, All Things YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm glad you're here. This is a show where I follow the engineering team at YouTube, and when they make public announcements, I show you exactly what they're talking about. Sometimes they just yammer on real quick. More importantly, I'll tell you exactly what you need to know about the new update or new feature, and along the way, I'll give you tips on how to grow an audience to be awesome on YouTube. That's what it's all about. I want YouTube to be the best thing out there. Not a fan of network television, and I think the individual creator is not only on the rise, they have arrived and they're here and they're killing it. So that's my goal. Make YouTube better by making your stuff better on YouTube. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a whole bunch of people in the chat. If you're watching the show, drop a little chat message if you want me to know that you're here. We've got Not Just Sawdust, Marcel's Workshop, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir's, Bob Lee's Woodshop, Mark Lindsay CNC, Kilroy79763 is here. He goes by Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. That's Al Forte. He's also in my earbuds through the Discord. Yes, sometimes I have people that can talk to me. You can't hear them, but they help me watch the chat, and that helps keep the show running. So I appreciate the behind-the-scenes support. You can catch Al on Twitch, Kilroy79763. All right. Boy, have I got an awesome show. I probably got more content than I know what to do with. There's quite a lot going on across the YouTubes right now. There's been a big kerfuffle with two feuding YouTube channels, and there have been some policy changes at YouTube and some rampant demonetization across the platform, and some things are changing. But will it impact you? Yes and no. Mostly no. Keep it clean, keep it positive, keep it educational, keep it entertaining. They got nothing to worry about. So if anyone wants details about the Vox apocalypse, Vox is a news organization owned by NBC, and they kind of kicked off this whole mess. But I like to remain positive. That's just my shtick. No one's forcing me to. I don't feel pressure to. That's what I just like. So I don't know if I'm going to get too far into it, but you are the audience. I'm here to tell you what you want to know and what you need to know. So if you got questions, we'll try and deal with them. Otherwise, just keep making awesome content. That's what it's all about. All right. So before we get started, a few people out there help make the All Things YouTube show possible through optional monetary donations. I have a Patreon and a Subscribe Star, both /AwesomeWoodThings. My top supporters are Jerry Brown from Polly Wants a Crafter. I should never point to this stuff. It's very hard to do. PollyWantsACrafter.com, and also Osprey Mama. Osprey Mama is a YouTube channel, and a new video just dropped. There are a group of hawks, or a family of hawks, on her property. So there's going to be a series. Looking forward to that. Another top supporter is Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir's. Thank you for that. I have some $1 supporters. All of these on the bottom are YouTube channels at the $1 a month support tier. We have Shane's Hobby Shop, Miter Mike's Wood Shop, #Marvelous McKenna, Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Wood Shop, Marcel's Workshop. I got your sticker here somewhere. That's what I was. There we go. Marcel gave me a sticker. Thank you, Marcel. And JP Woodwork. That's Jamie Page. Also a podcast, Mr. Mike Laffey, Maybe I've Said Too Much.com. Go check them out. That's awesome. And a special thank you to MakersMediaNetwork.com. I'm a proud member of Makers Media Network. Go check them out, makersmedianetwork.com if you're interested. What happened at Vox, says Marcel's Workshop. I'll cover that towards the end of the show. But yes, I will let you know. Wait, Vox is owned by NBC? Really? I didn't know that. Who are they owned by? Maybe I misspoke. Vox is owned by, doing some Google search here. I don't know. Let's see. I think it's NBC Universal, but Vox website, Wikipedia. I don't know. They're a big news company. You know, big. You know, have suites of employees. You know, payroll, the whole shtick. All right, so the news. Let's get into the news. There's been a lot of news, a lot of cool stuff. And a few of these items I have standalone videos on the All Things YouTube channel. Go check them out. They're between 2 minutes and 3 minutes long. Just jump right in, show you what you need to know. It's commentary on why it's awesome. It's awesome. No association with NBC. I can find so far, but still looking. Okay, cool. Yeah, shoot, I forget who they're owned by. Disney? Is it Disney? I think it's Disney. Do some Google searches for Disney and Vox. Yeah, I see that, Al. Thank you for posting that. That's a little in the weeds, but doesn't show like the big other corporate owner. All right, so what's going on at as far as new features go? Let's take a look here. Well, we've got a lot of new analytics, and this is really the heart and soul of running a YouTube channel is analytics. And so if you go, I'm channel-wide analytics, go to see more down here. You can now express this information in bar chart form. Yay! Let me scroll up a little bit. Now, it always throws the total on all of these analytics, so you can check what you want and not check the total. So if you just go here, here, then you can see, in this case, where the views are coming from. But if you switch this to watch time, look at that. So can you tell which one of these objects is my live stream? So the live stream catches much more minutes than a whole bunch of 1 minute videos. So, that's what analytics are all about. Here it looks, they're all relatively high. These are just views. But watch time is king. Watch time is king. You all know that. Now, I do say click-through rate and average percent viewed are very important, and that's what you need to focus on. However, those two things lead to watch time. It's another way of saying watch time. Well, those two things. Anyway, bar charts, baby. Go get them. Everyone loves a bar graph. I know I do. Okay, so let's here's some more good stuff. Now this one this one I mentioned. So here we need a specific video. So let me target a specific video and then go into analytics. Now this isn't analytics site-wide. This is just analytics for that video. And if you come to audience retention and do the see more there, you now have what you've always had, but it's in a drop-down menu. If you go here, this is something new. What are we looking at here? This is called relative audience retention, and this is a very strange and odd thing. I don't know what to make of it. Let me kind of shove myself out of the way here. What YouTube is doing is they're saying, every video on YouTube that is 1 minute 56 seconds, this is how my specific video did compared to, on average, every video on the platform. Did you do above average or below average? That just seems too wide open for me. You know, I love this report. This report tells you what percentage of the audience watched as your video progresses through time. You want this above 50%. And look at that. The lowest number is 63%. That is awesome. You want that higher than 50 to be, rated as good. So people have demanded, they're like, I want my relative audience retention. I seriously don't know how knowing that this statistic can really impact you. It just seems a little fluffy to me. Refresh. Oh man, so sorry. You were stuck in a commercial. Was there something with my? I'm reading the chat. Was there something with the live stream? Oh. Oh, I hope. Give me a thumbs up or some indication in the chat if this stream is streaming like normal. All right, Al says it looks okay. I will keep going. Okay, sounds like a user error, like one particular person. All right, moving on with the news. We've got filter options. Good for me, says Driveway Workshop with Jim Sears. Thank you. Oh no, I see you fine, says Bob Lee. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to filter options. So let's get into some analytics. No, it was me, Matt Marcel. Okay, hey, that's fine. Hey, look, I know about troubleshooting and individual issues and technology, so I feel you. I feel you. Okay, so analytics, come here, and let's get into a report. So we'll fire up the report. And then this thing. Who goes to this little area right here? Anyone ever use that? Filter is what it's called. See up there, filter? Let's take a look at that. There's something new hidden under there. YouTube product. What? People have been asking for this. Let's take a look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Does that look familiar to anybody? YouTube is actually 3 things. It's YouTube, YouTube Kids, and YouTube Gaming. It's 3 ecosystems, believe it or not. We just know it as YouTube. It's actually 3 things. Well, YouTube Gaming is now, I think, is completely rolled into the YouTube product. But if you wanted to filter your stuff by YouTube product, you can say, show me this, kids. So now, show me my data, in this case, views by video from the YouTube Kids product. I got a big 0. Let's see my analytics filtered. Now I can delete that. Let's see it filtered by YouTube Gaming. A big 0. No surprise. And then there's YouTube proper. Will you ever use that? Probably not. Al's telling me that something's behind. Is the stream lagging? Oh, okay. Never mind. Got it. Okay, so that's filter options. It's there. But no, do check it out. I mean, I know the YouTube product isn't all that interesting or helpful, but there's live and on demand. That's kind of cool. Show me only my live stuff. Now, see, I do have a live show, so some of that does come through. That could be helpful. Subscription status. How much of this data is just from subscribers? Ah, looks like a good bit. Let's take that out. Let's flip it around. Now, this is a new channel. I probably have hardly any views from non-subscribers. Well, look at that. Who'da thunk it? Neato. Translate. Yeah. So anyway, one of those is new, and it was Filter Options YouTube product. YouTube product was the new kid on the block. Okay, NBC Universal is a big shareholder in Vox Media, but not the owner. They made a $200 million investment in Vox. See, okay, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Mark Lindsay. Mr. Mark Lindsay, man, let me tell you, he is a gem. He is an asset to the community. Faux show. Hover cards. Everyone see my little video hover card? Watch this. You hover over something, boop, a little card comes up. Boop. Kabam. Fa-pow. Yeah. Isn't that neat? So you can jump right to the analytics or go right to the view page. But hey, raise your hand if you're a visual person. That's me. I love the thumbnails. I dig it. I dig it. And do you know how many people asked for hover cards? 0. They just went ahead and did it. They were like, meh, I think that would be useful. Engineers made it. There it went. Moon Pie Creations slipped in here. Hi, Moon Pie Creations. Ken Moon. He's tearing up the chat. My goodness, I need to get some more moderators in the house. We love you, Ken Moon. Wish they would do that for people that comment on your videos, says Ken Moon. Hey, excelente. Chart granularity. Who wants to learn about chart granularity? I do. So you can do daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. Dun, 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 dun. That's chart granularity. That wasn't there before, and it's there now. Alrighty. Now, more news. Okay, I think that's sort of mostly the show and tell portion. Memberships. Memberships are getting some newsworthy items. That's when people pay $4.99 a month repeating, and then you have access to member-only features, kind of like a Patreon, but built into YouTube itself. So you can have membership-only published videos. So if you have the membership feature, you could publish a video and say, don't show this to anyone except for people who are members of my channel, who have opted to pay me $4.99 a month. I don't have that on this channel. I don't have enough subscribers. I don't qualify. I don't have enough subscribers on my Awesome Wood Things channel. That's my other channel I do. Yeah, Marcel's talking about my mustache. Still going, baby. Yeah, now see, I'm about to publish a new video on Awesome Wood Things, and like, do I keep the mustache or do I shave it off? Because I've never had a mustache on uploaded videos on Awesome Wood Things. So maybe you can weigh in if you're interested in that. Osprey Mama's here. Hello, Osprey Mama. Was talking about your new video earlier. That was fun. I didn't hear you. I'll repeat. Longer down the sides. Yeah, Al's giving me facial advice to match his hair pattern. He sort of has one. Anyway. I can't copy you, Al. You're too awesome. I aspire to be as awesome as you, so I know I'll never quite get there. Oh, boy. All right, let's continue with the news. So in addition to flagging videos that only your members can see, before they had this feature, sometimes channel owners would make a video unlisted, and they would give the link to the unlisted video to their members, and then the members would sort of leak it out, and it would kind of propagate through the internet. You kind of only wanted it like only to your members. Now it's going to be built into YouTube where you can restrict. I'm not big on restricting content, but I mean, hey, if there's something just for your members, and like now you have a little more control about that. So that's coming. I don't think that's here yet, but that's on its way. Intro videos for memberships. This is membership news item number 2. When people join your membership, it was just like, okay, you've joined, and then you just go back to normal. Now you can have like a little welcome video. So they're working on making a specific tagged video that will appear after someone becomes a member of your channel, if you have enough subscribers to warrant the membership feature, which I think it's 10,000. And some other things. You have to be in good standings and in a country that accepts it, and in the YouTube Partner Program. Blah, blah, blah. A couple other little things that you need as a requirement. I talked about this before, but it's getting good. I got to keep the mustache. Keep the mustaches in the chat. I dig it. Okay. Copyright claiming. On manual copyright claims, the claimant is going to be forced to identify the timestamps of the infringing audio or the infringing content. So before, they can say, oh yeah, this whole video, in this video contains my song, copyright. And then they could take action. They could either take the ad revenue or restrict it or strike your channel. So they had a whole suite of things they could do. But when they manually claimed it, they didn't have to specify. Now they must declare the time codes of the infringing content. That's going to be better for YouTube creators like you and I, because if you get a copyright claim, details, oh, that belongs to you. Well, you tell me exactly where your stuff is, and Osprey Mama. Oh, I don't have a high enough subscribers. Hey, I get it. Hey, I'm playing the game like everyone else. It's all good. I'll build this audience. That's what it's all about. Building an audience. I hope I have things that are valuable for people to hear and learn from. I could use your help too. Share around. And you know what? I've been learning more and more about shares. And when YouTube detects a link to a YouTube video out on the public internet, it considers that high praise and a value signal, and it will boost your stuff. So the more stuff your stuff is shared on a public, indexable social media platform, it's good. Like Twitter. Twitter's available publicly. You tweet out a link to a video in all things YouTube, Google's going to sense that, and then Google's going to tell YouTube, and YouTube's going to boost the promotion of that video, because they're like, oh, someone's talking about it on the internet, must be good. But I'm looking forward. I'm glad they're making the system more fair for individual creators by forcing copyright owners to declare where exactly the infringing material is with specific timestamps. It's not going to be optional. It's going to be mandatory to submit the claim. And that's for manual claiming. They're not talking about automatic claiming, which is a separate thing, but maybe that's already built into the automatic claiming. I would hope so. Really? Share this show on your Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter? I did. Oh, good. Thank you, Mark Lindsay. Now, see, Facebook, I don't think Google can dig into Facebook. Now, that's still good. Still share on Facebook by all means, but because that'll get the eyeballs. And also, when stuff is shared off platform and people follow those links, that's a session start. That is also very critical to YouTube. If someone begins their experience on YouTube with your video, that is another value signal. Then they're like, oh, all things YouTube must be good. Someone came to YouTube and started watching YouTube on this channel. That's another boost too. So when you post like Facebook, even though Facebook isn't indexable by Google, it's still starting sessions, and that's good too. But if it's on an indexable social media property like Twitter, it'll still start the session equally good, but it will also put up a little alarm bell in the search engine area saying, oh, I found it over there too. So that's good times two. You get it. You get it. That's mostly it. There was the iOS app kind of got better somehow. If you use the iOS app, they have channels up at the top, and you can click the different channel icons, and then the screen loads just that channel, like the hot videos from that channel, and you can go channel, and it'll flip. So bottom line, there's some user interface improvements with the iOS app. So there we go. Oh, we got to smash it in the chat. So yes, drop a big old like on this. Now that all videos on All Things YouTube will remain public, even these live streams will remain public, so people can catch the rerun, for lack of a better word. They can watch the video after it's done airing live. That wasn't the case on Awesome Wood Things because I was trying to keep it exclusively woodworking. Yes. Thumbs up really help now. So drop a big old thumbs up for me if you're enjoying this content. My watch time is awesome since my videos are usually short, but subscriber count is almost 800, says Osprey Mama. Yeah, smaller channel with shorter videos, but awesome content about crazy winged creatures. Moon Pie Creations. My copyright tool doesn't work. I think I am good enough to have people copy my stuff, but no. Isn't it a double-edged sword? Now remember, the copyright match tool that Moon Pie Creations is referring to, it only catches full identical video uploads or uploads that are almost complete works. It won't catch little snippets, and it won't catch audio only. So it's a limited tool to begin with. But Ken Moon from Moon Pie Creations is saying, no one stole his stuff yet, and he's kind of bummed about it. I feel you. I freebooted my own content on my Awesome Fun Things channel here, this channel, just to see if I could get the copyright match tool to find it, but it's like, it didn't do it. I think it also has to do with the infringing video. The stolen video has to kind of get some traction. Like if 5 people watch a stolen video, it's hardly worth, reporting. I suspect. I think that's the case. Do you have to run the copyright? No, you do not have to run the copyright match tool. The copyright match tool runs on its own. It will always run in the background. I don't have the copyright match tool on All Things YouTube because it's a new channel, but it shows up right there, and there'll be a big screen with everything you need to know. Essentially, you can do 3 things when you're looking at a copyright match. It gives you 3 options. You can archive it, which means, yeah, I'm okay with it. Okay. Done deal, put a period, full stop, move on. You can politely ask, you can trip a button, and it will alert them via, I think, email or even pop-ups that, hey, you found it and you want it down. You can give them a 7-day countdown. You can say, if you don't delete this in 7 days, then action's going to happen. And those actions can be, you can take the monetization, you can block it, or you can strike the channel. So, and you can do that immediately, or you can give them a 7-day timer if you want to be nice about it. So those are what you can do when there's a copyright match. You can do nothing. You can take action, and then you can take delayed action. You forgot the one where you have all your friends spam your channel. Yeah. Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir says, I see stolen TV shows where the thief slows down the vid so the audio is off. It throws off the tool. Yes, there are all kinds of tricks you can do to get past the computer finding your stuff, the algorithm finding your stuff, to trick all of the little scripts that it's all Python scripts under the hood. Python is a programming language. Yeah, you can shrink it and have other things on a thick border. You can have snow falling in front of the object. You can change the coloring of it. You can shift the brightness and contrast. You can alter the audio. You can put stuff over top of the audio, like your commentary over it. All these things. It doesn't make anything more legal, by the way. It is equally illegal. It's just tricking. You're less likely to get caught doing that stuff. And that is a big reason why Article 17 from the UK, or the European Union, I'm sorry, from the EU, which will propagate out to all of the member countries, is such a problem because, who's to say these couple pixels here didn't match something and, I tweaked it or skewed it or flipped the colors. It's still, it's a big mess. Trying to stay up on the chat here. All right. Cool. All right, what else is going on? Where's my... All right. I have a new segment on the show called What's Going On with Matt Haas? Because, I'm doing a lot of other things besides all things YouTube. So we'll kind of like run through a lot of fun things that are happening here. So let's get that going. First, I have a new group on Facebook. This is the All Things YouTube group. Yay. This will be where anyone can talk about any topic, all things YouTube. I mean, you can promote your stuff, but it's not primarily meant to promote your stuff. That's not what it's all about. Like, hey, come look at my stuff. But, it's a community. And I have this cool chart that I created, how to be awesome. I'm going to go over this towards the end of the show. If you become a member of this group, you can have access to that content, or you can just watch this show. So I will put in chat here the if I can type properly, things YouTube group, GROUP. There we go. So I put a link in the chat to the new All Things YouTube group. So join the conversation. Have fun. It's a place to learn, and it's a place to educate people. If you know the answer, if you want to share tips, go for it. And that chart I'm going to show you, it's going to be all the stuff on the chart is going to be all over that group. So join the group. It's free to join. So that's there for you. I encourage you to join the group. Also, I published a video on my tertiary channel. Awesome Fun Things. This is sort of like not YouTube and not woodworking. Yes, I have 3 channels. I talk about someone who gave me a watch at a wedding. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to follow along on Awesome Fun Things, I have a new video on Awesome Fun Things. Go check it out. I am working on a video for my All Things YouTube channel. I'm sorry, my Awesome Wood Things YouTube channel. New video. It has been 60 days since I published a video on this. And unfortunately, I lost all the footage to my other video I've been working on. I made a piano stand for my piano. And I lost all of the video of that. It kind of broke my heart. I even had some special effects where I took half a sheet of plywood and I walked it over to my assembly table and I summoned lightning bolts and threw it on the table, and the lightning bolt perfectly cut it into the 4 pieces I needed to build this stand. It was funny. And then I had my my router table. My router table has this long pole, and then it's got a crank, and you can do fine adjustments, raising and lowering the thing. So it's like a long stick. I did some trick photography where I took it up behind my head and went, wham! I hit perfectly in the hole. Actually just did it in reverse and then spun it backward. But anyway, it was a fun video, and I had all kinds of cool stuff in it, and I lost all the footage. I'm so sorry. But yeah. Mark Lindsay says no excuses, man. Well, I did put a couple teaser videos out because I needed to use some pocket holes, and I went crazy on the pocket holes where like 6 pocket holes would have worked just fine. I put 28 pocket holes on there. It was just, the wood was a little bit warped, so I didn't want it warped, so I pocket holed the bejesus out of this thing. I might do a video. I hid some magnets under countertop laminate and then have a sign with magnets on it. It's really cool. The sign snaps right into place. It's because the magnets, they have no tolerance. And so that was a cool technique that I'm not going to be able to show. Cassie So Sassy's here. Hi. I am doing well. Thanks for stopping by the All Things YouTube show. I just got done the news of the week, and now I'm going through a what's going on with Matt Haas segment, talking about other things I'm doing across the internet. So look forward to a new video coming on the Awesome Wood Things channel. And everybody knows, where's my other link here? There it is. Mind Equals Blown. This is my Thursday show. I do the show with Brenda G from Brenda G's Designs, Thursday, 7 p.m. We talk shenanigans, and it's a support stream. The Mind Equals Blown link is in the chat. Maybe jump over there, hit set reminder, and then come right back. Or, bookmark it. All good. Mind Equals Blown, Brenda G, Matt Haas. It's a lot of fun. We have a blast. It's nice to kind of blow off steam and just be fun on the internet. And I also have a link sharing effort going on for the makers in the community. So this is if you have a YouTube channel where you make something and you also have a website, a .com, .net, something like that, you can put your links on the Awesome Wood Things webpage. So here's Awesome Wood Things. Got this link here. Pop down. It's just alphabetized by YouTube channel. You get a little sentence. You can describe your stuff. And most importantly, you'll have a link to your website. That helps with Google Juice. Google Juice is your rankings on Google. The more people point to you, the better. Why not get a link on Awesome Wood Things? That's one more place on the internet that points down to your stuff. I have 8 slots to put URLs, and Mr. Miter Mike Murray from Miter Mike's Woodshop, he maxed out all 8 because I have another one, like a miscellaneous. He has a 9th one, so I will have to re-engineer my technology. And so if you want to play along, join the awesomewoodthings.com/community. Start there. There's a link at the top here. There's a start here link. So if you want to submit your stuff, you submit it. I don't choose. This is, you put your stuff on here. It's not like, hey, Matt, you forgot me. I'm like, no, go put your stuff there. Click that start here link. And I'm just doing that to help boost the community because it's fun and it's free. You just got to make something on YouTube and have a website to be eligible for that. But yeah, there you go. Pass it around. So that's the new segment, What's Going On with Matt Haas? Yeah. If you're on the street after a crime, not so good people pointing at you. Okay, there's some fun conversations happening in the chat. I'm not quite sure. Matt, I got a question. Matt, are you going to get super chat here? I will get super chat once this number goes to 1,000. This is the subscriber count. And presumably I have 4,000 watch hours over the last month. So share the show around. Tell people, hey, there's a valuable YouTube resource out here. Go subscribe. So, no, I will not get super chats anytime soon, unfortunately. If someone wants to join up the Patreon, that's my Patreon link. Go for that. If someone joins right now, I'll turn on the light show. I've got a light show happening back there. See my light pole still working. Even the strobe. Those used to come on when people gave me super chats. And when this channel gets super chat feature, I will once again enable that. But for now, I'm going to have to live without super chats, and I'm going to have to live without super stickers. Super stickers are a thing now, too. So there you go. I miss the lights. Hit the light. I know you do. I'm sorry. That really factored into my decision to come to a separate YouTube channel. But the reality was, I would gain 5-7 subs a day. But on the day I did live streams about this content on here, I would lose 12. So it would be -5, -8. I was losing subscribers, and I don't want to lose subscribers. And people subscribe to a channel because they want the content from that channel, and they weren't getting the content that they subscribe, because a lot of people come to that channel for wood. But I know some people loved. It's so cool that you can do something and on the internet and control physical devices in my office. It's just the neatest thing. I get it. Yeah. Internet of Things. IoT is the acronym. If you ever hear the acronym IoT, that means you can control physical objects through the Internet of Things. And that's what those light poles are. They're connected to a special outlet that's Wi-Fi enabled and hooked into an Internet of Things service on the web. And that's how that happens. It's a lot of fun. I understand you have to separate. Yeah, it is. Is what it is. But you know what? I am really happy with last week's premiere show on here and this week. I'm happy that people came over. I mean, I know it sounds so obvious, but a lot of people, it trips people up that they won't follow you to a new location. So I'm thrilled I had as many people come over on this new channel and support me over here. I had no idea. Maybe I'd have 4 people watching. I don't know, but people are watching the reruns. If you ever miss a show, just go to the channel. Go to All Things YouTube. They're all right there on the front page. It was a little trickier when I had everything on this channel. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you the process of being awesome on YouTube with my AJ says, doing a great service. Thank you, AJ, and welcome to All Things YouTube. I didn't see you come in. Don't know if you just slipped in now or if you've been here, but I appreciate it. And anyone else that I missed, you know me, I appreciate everything. So let me show you something cool that I made up. And this is like the tip of the ice. I got like a big plan to make things really clear for people. Let me move myself up here. I might have to move myself all around. But this is the workflow. Like this This is how you be awesome on YouTube. I'm going to talk about this for a short while, and then if we want, I'll move into the Vox topic. So if you have questions, and I know some people are in the UK and they got to jump off here soon, but let me just go through this because I think this is good. Like this is it. This is high level stuff here. So this is how you be awesome. So first, you create and edit your first video. You got to start somewhere. All right, so you've made a video, you've added all the analytics around it, you added all the metadata around it, the title, the description, the tags, and all that good stuff. You made a thumbnail, and then you publish it. So you create and edit it, and then you publish it. Okay, that's pretty clear. Did you do marketing outside of YouTube? This is so critical. If you didn't do marketing outside of YouTube, do marketing outside of YouTube. Again, those session starts are so important. And, YouTube will promote your stuff, but don't count on it. Don't count on YouTube showing your video in search results. Don't count on YouTube putting yours in the up next. Don't count on YouTube putting your video in the sidebar of the watch page. Don't count on YouTube putting your video in the recommended shelf on the front page of YouTube. If they do, that's great. Everything about this show helps promote those types of activities. But get your stuff off platform. Pull people in from Twitter, from Instagram, from Reddit, from Instructables, from Home Talk. Get your eyeballs off the internet. It's important. Now, is CTR greater than or equal to 8%? No, it's not. Well, learn how to improve your thumbnails and learn how to improve your titles. Okay, so that was the first thing. The second thing is your average percent viewed above 50%, greater than or equal to 50%? It's not. Learn how to improve the content of your video. And, that's really this channel. It's how to make good thumbnails, how to make good titles, and how to improve the content of your video, and how to get stuff from off of YouTube, people from off of YouTube looking at your stuff. Now, if you are marketing and your CTR is greater than 8% and your average percent viewed is above 50, keep being awesome. You've got it figured out. If not, create and edit a new video implementing the things you've learned. So this is it. This isn't a do this, and then instantly, because this is an iterative process. You've got to, over time, use these techniques to tease out of the analytics what you need to do better. It won't flat out tell you, but you can infer it. That's what this is all about. That's why analytics is there, is for you to infer what's working and what's not working. And then on your next video, implement those changes. Maybe you'll be right, maybe you won't. Publish your next one and start all over again. That's how you play the YouTube game. You go round and round. You publish a video, you look at the CTR, you look at the average percent viewed, you make changes to the next video. Now, sometimes you can replace the thumbnail and replace the title of your video, of a published video. That's fine too. But the point is, you keep iterating and iterating, and that's how you become awesome. Now, what I might do is I might really expand this. I might put this on a web page or a Google Doc, and then where you can click down on these things, and you're like, okay, well, show me, Matt, how to improve my thumbnails. And then there'll be a whole wealth of material around that topic. Show me what makes a good title, and there'll be a whole wealth of material around that, videos and images and text. And then same thing, how to create better videos. There's a whole lot of things you should and shouldn't do when making the video of your YouTube experience. And that's why people come to watch the video. There's a lot of do's and don'ts, and that combined with the rest of the metadata on YouTube and, the methodology of how to prepare to make a video, how to shoot a good video, everything from hardware to video editing techniques. It's all going to be there. But that's the idea. Like, this is going to be like the master overview. And then from there, you can click down and get exactly what you want. I'm trying to up my thumbnail game, says Mark Lindsay CNC. Want to take a look and give me an option? Cool. Could take a look at that. Sure. OJ Woodworking Crafts is here. Hi, OJ. Welcome to All Things YouTube. All right. So I hope you like that. And that's just the first piece of content that I have on the new All Things YouTube group. Yay! All Things YouTube group. How many people we got in here? How many members? 7 new members this week. Yeah, there we go. Members. Do I have any in the queue? I don't think I have any in the queue. Right now, I set it where every member can approve every other member. Like, you don't have to wait for an admin to do it. But, hey, I'm jumping in the Facebook group game. So, yeah. All right. Well, who wants to know about Vox Media and the YouTube kerfuffle? Always learning something new, says Osprey Mama. All right, take care, Osprey Mama. She's got to jump. Yep. So, here's the long and short of it. First of all, Philip DeFranco had a good video about the whole Vox issue on YouTube. So definitely watch his video on that, Philip DeFranco on YouTube. But essentially, there was a content creator at Vox that would publish videos, and then some people on the internet would debunk the content in the video. And this was going on for 2 years. Steven Crowder, there's a channel called Louder with Crowder, or maybe the channel's called Steven Crowder. But anyway, every video that this Vox company would put out with the host, Mazza is the last name of this host, he would debunk it. And then Steven's a comedian, so he would use kind of fresh language. And there was a whole, you're hurting my feelings, you're picking on me because of my attributes, and this is Pride Month, and there was a whole big thing. And YouTube you took 4 days, had a team of people look across the whole channel, this Steven Crowder's channel, and they're like, it's following the rules. He's not attacking you. He's not making content specifically to attack you. He's debunking your stuff, and he's being kind of mean to you. Kind of snarky, kind of mean. Being kind of mean is not against the rules at YouTube. And they're like, can't do anything. And then he threw a fit, and they're like, well, we're still looking into it. And then they're like, okay, then they took the monetization away. So now there's no revenue sharing with that channel. The AdSense is gone. So, okay, we've looked at it. Everything is up to snuff with the YouTube guidelines. Nothing crosses the guidelines. But they have a little more discretion deciding what channels can advertise, what channels they can put content on, what channels they can put commercials on, the ads, sorry. And they're like, well, it kind of bumps up against that. That's, so they took away, and they're like, okay, we took away the monetization. Everything's good now. Nope, this guy, Fox, is just hammering it. It's like, it's not enough. You got to do more. And now there's the whole thing where it's YouTube with the recommendation, because you watch a piece of content, it tries to put similar content as the watch next. That's just good business. But the whole premise is that's broken because you can watch one topic and then you can get radicalized, whatever. And they're saying that's the problem on YouTube. And they ran a article in the New York Times. I swear to God. And then the evidence that they listed, that they came to the conclusion YouTube makes you radicalized in this one political direction, and that's bad because that's the wrong political direction. And the graph they showed, it's the reverse. It actually radicalizes you in the other. It was crazy. And so, and also this Maza character at Vox, he used to work for a company, Media Matters. Media Matters is the name of the company, and their sole purpose was to go after the financial well-being of people that disagree with them politically. They call it doing harm on the internet, but really it was the opposite political viewpoint. So, and then there's the whole argument that, okay, Vox is a big media corporation. Media corporations are going under because YouTube news is so freaking awesome. That's right. People with a webcam are producing content way better than the big news channels. The big American news channels that have been around for 40 years. They're killing it. And not just one or two people. Hundreds of people have news channels that are doing so much better. When I say so much better, the Nielsen statistics are published for news segments. So people are like, okay, 8 o'clock time slot, 6 o'clock time slot. This YouTube channel's killing it compared to that. It just is what it is. And so is this the big media just trying to carpet bomb and take all of YouTube down? Like, they don't care. They've got a staff of people. They've got they get their own advertisers, because they're a publisher. So that's the whole thing. Now, how does this impact you as a small YouTuber? Who knows? It's almost 1 p.m. over here. See you next week. Not Just Sawdust has to jump off. All right, thanks for stopping by. Every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we're always here, same time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah. Oh, Osprey's still sticking around here. Okay, good. I know you got to jump off, but thank you for letting me know that my summary of the issue is good. The reality is, you don't comment on anyone's physical attributes. It's just best not to do it. You think, I kind of thought the world was moving where, the words in LGBTQ, like those words that represent that, they're greenlit. You can use them. They're in the, but now it almost seems like you can't even say those things now because, you could have a Maza character say, oh, you're poking fun at me. I'm like, well, I'm not calling you this horrible word. I'm just saying, and, Carlos Maza's Twitter handle is Gay Wonk, @GayWonk. And he does talk about his sexuality sometimes in his content. Not all the time, but it's a public thing. And, but this whole issue kind of got caught up in that too. And I'm like, here I think things are moving forward and, things are becoming commonplace and you can use the vernacular. But a lot of that was like, no, you can't say that about me. But I'm like, it's in your Twitter handle. And anyway, so there's a lot of that too, which is sad. Because I'm a live and let live kind of person. You do you. If it's not illegal, go for it. But, whatever. Crowder's fans bought a lot of traffic. They're going to miss that money. Well, you know what? Look at this. So, Now, when this whole thing happened, Steven's statistics were flat, were unchanged. But then YouTube got involved and they demonetized his channel. And then look what happened. So we'll come. So this is something called the Streisand effect. I don't know if you know what that. So this is his, Barbara Streisand. There's a term out there called the Streisand effect. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But so here's the subscribers. This is the number of subscribers per day, new subscribers. 600, 600, 4,000. So, he's tracking 3,000, 4,000 a day. Look what happened here. This is when YouTube demonetized his channel. His channel blew up. So now he's getting, in other words, there's the big mean man supposedly on the YouTube, and people are rallying behind him. So it was supposed to be hurt this guy. He's saying mean things about me. And if you watch his content, you might come to the same conclusion that YouTube itself came to. It's within the community guidelines. So, is there a mismatch between what's being claimed and what's actually happening? And this Mazakar, they're doubling down. They're like, YouTube's the problem. And YouTube, YouTube's in Silicon Valley, California. So what side of the political aisle do most people and the leadership at YouTube fall on? They fall on the Maz's side. So I think there's some differences between what they're claiming is happening and what's actually happening. The reality is, Maz's stuff over 2 years of content was easily debunked. A lot of his content was easily debunked. And that's a lot of what that content was from Steven. So that's what's happening at Vox. How does this impact you? I don't know. Just, I don't think anyone's going to... Someone was saying, well, if they're demonetizing all these channels and all these channels are going away, then some of my subscribers and watch time is going to go away. Well, there's 2 billion accounts on YouTube. They take away 5,000. So that's really not a concern. Chowders has lots of fans, platforms. YouTubes are meaningless without monetization. Well, that's not... YouTube subs are meaningless without monetization. That's true, but AdSense isn't the only revenue stream. As a matter of fact, if you have a business on YouTube and you're only relying on AdSense, you're doing it wrong. You need to sell merch. This Steven Crowder has merchandise he sells. Those went up through the roof. He had a discount code. It's like, okay, 30% off. It was if you give him $100 a year, you can be in his merchandise club, which is mostly you get something small, and it's mostly a donation to help the channel, but it's like a thank you. You remember how you used to give to PBS? Like you'd give like a whole lot of money, and then it would be like a tote bag. And you would give like double that amount of money, and there would be like a little bit nicer gift. You weren't buying the item, you were donating, and you got something small in return. He's got something like that, and he said, "Here's 30% off. Use hashtag free speech as the promo code, or promo code's free speech," and the sales blew up. They blew up. And half of the people that bought it refused to use the coupon code because they wanted to give him all of the money rather than, giving him $60 or $70. They wanted to give him all $100. And he's like, no, you use the code. The code's there to use. But anyway, so the Streisand effect. What is that? Well, there was a case where there was footage on the internet of a helicopter taking video of houses, beachfront property houses. And they went by and there was 1 house, 2 house, 3 house, 4 house, 5 house, 6 house. It was just almost like B-roll. Well, one of the houses was owned by Barbara Streisand, and she threw a fit and she wanted it removed, and she had a lawsuit. Well, guess what? Lawsuits are public. The news the news organizations, they go to the courthouse every day and they get the little register of who's suing who, and da 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 da. Next thing you know, Barbara Streisand wanted this removed. It's kind of an innocuous thing, and it wasn't even called out it was her house, but she wanted it removed because she wanted her privacy. And she brought a lawsuit, and then it was world news. So then the whole world knew that that was her house. And if she just said nothing, it was just an innocuous scene of 12 houses, scrolling past the camera as the helicopter went down the beach. And, so it's called the Streisand effect. It's when you raise a stink because you want to be private, but the process of you raising a stink draws attention to you, which is the opposite of what you would want. That's the Streisand effect. So what's happening here, many people are calling it the Streisand effect, where it's like bad, bad, bad person over there. People are actually seeing what this is all about and like, not quite, the way you're characterizing it isn't the way I kind of see it. And then the intent was to harm this bad actor, and the opposite is happening, the Streisand effect. I hate political too, but I hear about it, that drama, and I'm so glad you brought it up, Matt. Thank you, Osprey Mama. So that's what's happening, but go search Philip DeFranco's back catalog, and 5 days ago he had a video about the Vox-pocalypse, V-O-X, V-O-X. That's what they're calling, like, the ad-pocalypse. This is the Vox-ad-pocalypse. And he breaks it all down, and so that's what's happening with that. Oh, I doubt he's not hurting, but with that demonetization, that's big income hit. Yeah, it is. We can only imagine. Well, I think Social Blade will it kind of predicts what they make. Yeah, estimated earnings from AdSense. There you go. See that, Mark? So you're right. By taking monetization away, he no longer has that revenue. So, yeah, believe me, it hurts. It hurts. But that's where it is. Look, I don't want bad actors on the internet. I really don't. But, you got to legit be bad. So, yeah. So that is it. Mark, you were saying you wanted to up your YouTube thumbnail game. I can take a look. We'll go to Mark's channel now, share this out, see what's going on there. Alrighty. All right, let's look at some thumbnails. Well, I see the words are getting bigger and fewer. 3 words. Joined and grouped. Really big. I like the colors too. Look at those colors. I love colors that are outside the CMYK color space. Those are glowing colors that can't be reproduced in print. That's a big tip that I like. I'm digging it. So close it up. I saw this video. Yep, that's good. And looks like, yeah, here's sort of. Now this one, smaller text, yellow on tan. Yes, you've outlined it. Okay, but yeah. I like how no text is in the timestamp. Keep critical stuff out of that lower right-hand corner. So yeah, definitely. Stepping it up for sure. Branding's still good. The drop shadow, baby. Man, that's so 1990s. I dig it. Al's laughing. Al's like, he's got aviator glasses. He's like a creature of the 80s and 90s. No, I hear you, Al. Yeah, stepping up your YouTube, your thumbnail game. I can tell. I can tell. I think you're on the right path. I mean, keep your branding on there. 3 words, nice and large, and in a glowing color. I think that's That'll do it. Now here you've got all caps, and here you've got cap lower. Not a huge thing, but just as branding, I would kind of maybe make that consistent. What, Al? Al's talking to me. No drop shadow? No. I'm not bashing the drop shadow. Like that could be your style. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe here's the drop shadow is up and to the right, and the other one's down and to the left. Maybe kind of settle on one way. When it comes to branding, you want to do every little tweak to make similarities between videos. So where just a glance at a page, you could pick out your stuff. And, who cares? Drop shadows here versus there. But, when you're playing the branding game, you want to take every advantage, no matter how subtle it is. But, yeah, I am digging it. All right, Osprey Mama's got to go. Take care. Okay, folks. That appears to be the show for the week. I am back next week, June 17th. I will be here. I will drop the show link in the chat. Please go hit that link, click the set reminder button, and we'll be good to go there. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to put my Facebook events. I make Facebook events that are virtual. They're event pages, event posts on Facebook, but I just point people to the Hangout. Those are on Awesome with Things right now. I'm trying to put them over on the new group. Please go over to the All Things YouTube group and sign up to be a member of the All Things YouTube group. That would really help me. And ultimately, I think it will help you as well. That's why it's there. Oh, here we go. Look at this. 2 people. Yeah, get them going. Approve. Approve all. Confirm. Yeah, mass confirming, baby. Dig it. Well, that's my news feed. All right, folks. I appreciate you hanging out. Keep an eye on the All Things YouTube show. I mean, as they make announcements with new features, I'm going to be dropping those short, quick videos so you can get a jump on it. Because, if they announce on Tuesday or Wednesday, you have to wait till Monday for me to talk about it on this show. So do keep up with that. And, you can catch me over on the Mind Equals Blown show on Thursdays over on the Brenda G's Designs channel. Drop that link as well. And if you have a YouTube channel where you make stuff and a website, there's how you can start getting your links on my webpage. We'll see if we have any other people that have 8 social links like Miter Mike does and who wants a 9th. I think that's awesome. And there we go. Oh, OJ just came in. Prove that. Boom. There you go. Share it out. Tell your friends. All right, folks. We'll leave it there. New video coming any day now on Awesome with Things too. So that'll be fun. Thank you. Continue to be awesome. If you have any show suggestions, please let me know. If you have any questions about YouTube, hit me up on Facebook /Matt Haas. Ooh, I got my new little thing here. Boom. Just do /Matt Haas, no space, on the Facebooks. That'll find me. Send me a personal message. I will help you out if I can. And keep being awesome. Patreon links. If anyone has a new subscriber on Patreon, I will rearrange this this screen and fit you in here. You can make me do labor by rearranging this graphic. Don't worry about that. I'll be happy to do so. All right, folks. We'll leave it there. Oh, now I got to find the off button. I always fight with this. Oh, right there it is. Look, it stayed up in my browser the whole time. Hit the off button. There you go. Take care, everyone. Drop a like on your way out. All right. Stay awesome.